school lockdown, the terrified teacher, and a closet doorknob that turns from the inside.
The bell hadn't even finished its dying buzz for third period when the principal's voice cut through, sharp as a scalpel on bone. Lockdown, locks on doors, lights out. This is not a drill. No tremor, just a cold, flat finality that froze the blood in my veins. My heart instantly jackhammered against my ribs, a frantic bird trapped in a too small cage. The air curdled, thick with the sudden sour tang of pure fear. Desk shrieked like tortured things being dragged across the linoleum. We scrambled, a herd of panicked rabbits, diving for the scant cover beneath the heavy oak slabs. Fluorescent lights died with a terminal click, plunging Mrs. Garroway's usually sterile English-lit domain into a murky, grey twilight. Dust motes danced in the slatted light bleeding through the blinds, looking suddenly like ash. Mrs. Garroway, the Iron Maiden who ruled with a vocabulary list and icy stares, moved stiffly. Her face wasn't its usual stern marble. It had gone the colour of old dishwater. Sweat beaded along her upper lip, glistening like condensation on a coffin lid. She locked the door with hands that shook visibly, the thunk of the deadbolt unnaturally loud in the thick silence. Her breath hitched, a ragged sound. Then it came. From inside the narrow supply closet tucked beside her desk, a sound, click, click, wet, moist, like something enormous and slick was running a tongue over bone, over teeth, over something that shouldn't be licked. It was rhythmic, deliberate, and the smell. It bloomed in the stagnant air, a noxious cocktail of swamp gas, rotting vegetation, and the deep, earthy reek of a grave disturbed. It coated the back of my throat, thick and cloying. Billy Adler whimpered, a high-pitched, strangled sound that died instantly as Mrs. Garroway whirled. Her fingers shot to her lips, trembling violently. Her eyes, wide and starkly white in the gloom, fixed on us. They weren't stern anymore. They were vacant, shocked, like painted marbles rolling loose in their sockets. "It's not real," she whispered, the words raw, scraped from her throat. "Just the pipes, old pipes." Her gaze flickered desperately towards the closet door. Old noisy pipes. Click, click, crack. A wetter sound this time, like cartilage snapping. The denial curdled in the air. It was almost worse than the sound itself. Her whispered words felt like spiders crawling over my skin. Not real, not real. But the smell thickened, a physical weight pressing down. The clicking intensified, faster now, hungrier. And beneath it, a low, guttural vibration I felt in my molars. Then I saw it. The brass doorknob on the closet door. It was turning. Slowly, infinitely slowly, clockwise, with a faint, gritty rasp of metal on metal. It wasn't jiggling. It was being deliberately, patiently rotated. From the inside, a choked gasp escaped someone. Mrs. Garroway didn't turn this time. She just stared at the knob, her back pressed rigid against the chalkboard, her face a mask of grey terror. The whispered mantra started again, softer, faster, a desperate prayer against the impossible. Not real, not real, not real, not real. The brass knob kept turning, halfway now. The rhythmic clicking from inside the closet synced with its movement. Click, turn, click, turn. The denial was a thin, fraying thread. The smell was a suffocating shroud. And the turning knob was the only truth left in that terrible, darkening room. Whatever was in there wasn't pipes. It was awake, it was hungry, and it was coming out.